students. Today now we're going to be moving on and looking at the first of three different types of methods that thermal energy can be transferred. So while we understand that today is also reading, we've tried to really got into the pattern of doing like we're reading one day and then doing some form of application the next. Before we can really move on to another application experience, we actually kind of got to build up our background a little bit around these three terms. And so the first one today is conduction. We'll read a little bit more than on Thursday about convection. Before next Monday, we read about thermal radiation. And so as you're reading today, what you're going to be reading about with conduction is the fact that the way conduction works is when particles of matter are touching each other. So in order for that energy to transfer, it has to go from here to here. And so if you think back to one of our activities we did earlier in the week, a stove would be a great example of that. When you think about like your pan and you think about your heater coil, they're touching each other, and that's the way that that energy is transferred. So today what you're going to be doing is you're reading a little bit on conduction. One of the things, again, I will really want to encourage you on to do is to, again, take a minute to watch this video. It's about 2 minutes, 50 seconds long. It does a nice job of recapping the idea of what conduction is. The other thing I really want you to pay attention to here is these methods in which conduction would apply. Because if you think about Monday's activity, we asked you to think about how the energy was transferred. Is it through like the air? Is it through touch? And so there's a couple of misconceptions, but this would be a good opportunity to kind of recap in your mind how conduction works. Again, just like normal, when you are done, please complete the practice section. And then when you're done, click turn in on top. That way we'll see that you have finished the assignment. Once you've done that, that wraps up Wednesday. And then keep in mind that Thursday and Monday will also be a couple of readings building up our understanding to move on to an application around conduction, convection, and thermal radiation. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to email us. We're on WebEx at any time. We're doing a great job, and enjoy a May Day.